I have 8 reasons why Chicago, Illinois stinks to live in. And if you want to hear all 8, then keep watching. What is up, everybody? This is Austin Weiss. I'm your go-to real estate resource here in the Chicagoland area. If you're brand new to this channel or you've been watching me for a while, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. If you ever need anything in regards to real estate or have any questions, I'm always available by phone, text, email, days, nights, weekends, and I have your back when you're making a move anywhere in the Chicagoland area. If you're considering a move to Chicago, you've heard plenty of positive feedback. I mean, why else would you be considering moving here? From the stellar architecture, the world-class restaurants, the awesome bar scene, the sports atmosphere, and Lake Michigan, Chicago pretty much has it all. But like any other city, it's not perfect and certainly not for everyone. So if you're considering a move here to the Windy City, you'll want to consider the negatives as well. So without any further ado, let's hop right into this video about my top 8 reasons Chicago, Illinois stinks to live in. Number 8 on my list of why Chicago stinks to live in, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Winters are long and brutal between Arctic temps, the freezing rain, and the snowfall. I mean, we Chicagoans pretty much never know what the weather's gonna do. That's why we wear layers. The other 3 seasons are absolutely beautiful between spring, summer, and fall. Baseball, football seasons, and beach season along Lake Michigan. It's worth the wait of the long, brutal winter. Number 7 is traffic is awful here in Chicago. I don't think it's as bad as LA and New York City and a couple of other major cities, but it's still pretty bad. And Chicagoans don't know how to drive. Between people cutting you off by not using their turn signal and using the magic finger, just be prepared for the worst of the best. But we have one of the best public transportation systems in the country between the CTA train lines in the middle of the city and all the metro lines feeding into the city from the suburbs. You can get around pretty much anywhere. We have 2 of the major airports here in the United States between Midway and O'Hare. So if you ever need to get out of the state or out of the country, you can do that fairly quickly. And don't forget about those nasty potholes. You'll have to drive around them or just avoid the roads altogether. Number 6 is it's more expensive than you think. Property tax, sales tax. Wouldn't it be that bad if good public service came along with it? But most tax hikes are to cover the shortages in the pension system, and it's not the people's fault that were promised those pensions and worked their butt off to earn it. It's the elected officials who overpromised and underdelivered and misspent. I've talked about this in a couple other videos, but your parking situation in the city, virtually non-existent. Just utilize public transportation, walk or ride your bike. Rent, it's a major city, so rent's gonna be higher than most other areas. If you can, live out in the suburbs, commute in the city. It's called a reverse commute. Pricey restaurants, bars, and groceries. I mean, Chicago didn't become the food capital of the world just for the sake of it. You're gonna pay a premium for better food and quality. Definitely be prepared to pay a tax on your alcohol purchases, your plastic bags with your groceries, and a couple other extra taxes on gas at the pump, so definitely utilize public transportation. One starts to ask, what exactly am I paying for? And they look for a better deal. It's called the suburbs. You can watch my video all about the Chicago suburbs right here. Number 5 is it's non-stop eating. You'll probably never stick to your diet because of all the fantastic food here in Chicago. We're the #1 food city in the world. Between all the Chicago style food, the sweets, the ethnic foods from around the world, you can find anything here in Chicago. The city is riddled with great food and the best restaurants here in America. Number 4, the crime. Hey, it's a city. There's lots of people and sometimes people get weird. It tends to be higher crime in specific geographic pockets of the city, so if you want to take a look at which areas have higher crime than others, I'll put a link down below in the description for you to check out on your own. Hey, if you like this video so far, make sure to smash that like button and leave me a comment down below of your least or most favorite thing about Chicago. Number 3, loneliness and Midwestern nice. Chicago's a huge place with lots to do, but sometimes you can live next door to someone for years and never even see their face or know their name. And it could be weeks before you run into a familiar face. Midwestern nice does not really apply here because of its fast-paced lifestyle of the city. Manners is kind of a forgotten pastime. This really shouldn't be a surprise to you if you're moving here from another major city. Everyone is caught up in their own little world. But it all comes down to who you surround yourself with, who you attract in your life, and ultimately who you choose to spend your time with, whether they're nice people, not so nice people. It all comes down to you. Number 2 is finding the right neighborhood. It can be ultra tricky if you have no idea what you're looking for. That's why you call me. We put together a step-by-step plan that makes it completely headache-free. We more quickly get to your favorite house and beat out all your competition because, quite frankly, you're not the only one looking for a house in your price range. It really comes down to your commute time to work, the activities you want to associate yourself with, and overall, how close you want to be to shopping, groceries, whatever it is you need for your life. And the number one thing that stinks about Chicago, for a major sports city, teams rarely win. I mean, it took the Cubs 108 years to finally win a championship. The Bears have not won in over 35 years. The Bulls, it's been 22 years. The White Sox, 15 plus years. The only shining bright spot of Chicago sports is the Blackhawks, who won 3 Stanley Cups in the last decade. But hey, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm still a diehard fan of most of those teams, and it's still awesome to go check out Wrigleyville on game day, tailgate at the Bears or the White Sox Stadium. Madhouse on Madison for Blackhawks or Bulls games. You really can't beat it. So Chicago sports teams, despite not winning every year, and I know they can't, it's still a whole lot of fun. Hey, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and tap that like button so I know that these videos are actually being watched and I'm actually contributing to your life and helping you out in any way possible. If you're ever thinking about making a move here to Chicagoland, I'm available by phone, text, email, days, nights, weekends, and I would just love for the opportunity to show you how I do business completely different than all the real estate agents here in the area and help you make your housing dreams possible. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Number 8 on my list, why Chicago stinks to live in. The window. Oh man. Pricey restaurants, bars, and groceries. I mean, Chicago